What's going on, everyone? HueFin News coming at you with another daily cryptocurrency market analysis. Today is September the 26th, 2017. And before we get started, I want to go ahead and give you guys the quick disclaimer. We at HueFin News are giving you guys news according to the charts. So we are not investment advisors, nor are we trying to give you guys investment advice, but rather we're giving you guys something more powerful, and that is the understanding of the markets. And you understand the market through the price bars and the volume. And we've been showing you guys that for the last 2 months on how accurate you can be if you were to understand precisely what the price bars and the volume means, because this is how the market participants are speaking to you. Whenever you look at these charts, this is the language that they use to get their point across to us all. Okay, so we've been doing that over the last 2 months, showing you guys that you can predict the future price movements of the cryptocurrency. And not only the cryptocurrencies, you could take this understanding to the stock market, to the commodities market, forex market. Wherever you have a price bar and volume, you are able to see the market and understand this language. So with that being said, yesterday in the market for the cryptocurrency market, we had a good up day. Push to go up bar was reflected on the charts as a precursor of strength. And then today we did not have no follow through. Today the market for some of these cryptos actually closed lower than yesterday's bar. That is the precursors of weakness. And overall, the whole cryptocurrency market over the last couple of trading days has only been trading sideways. So if you are a long-term investor, then you really haven't been seeing any positive gains on your trades or on your particular cryptocurrency. Now, if you're a scalp trader or a day trader, then definitely the market has been moving up and down to where you are able to make some profits. But overall, the market as a whole hasn't been moving, and it gives us indications that the market is getting prepped for the next move, whether it's higher or lower. We'll see as we'll go into these charts. But you guys can look on this website right here that the market cap still didn't move from what it was on yesterday. It still stands at $135 billion, where the cryptocurrencies are being traded. You guys can see it stands at 5,555 markets. You can see that Bitcoin is down almost 1%. Ethereum is down 1.68. Bitcoin Cash down 0.22. Ripple and Litecoin had positive days today. Ripple is up 3.89%. Litecoin is up almost 0.5%. Dash, NEM, IOTA, Monero, Neo are all down in the negative today. And then looking at Ethereum Classic, they had a pretty good day today as well. 4.33% they are up. So the market closed lower than yesterday's bar, which was a push to go up bar for some of these cryptos. So you still had to be cautious as to higher prices for these cryptos. And we're going to look at these individually on this Bitfinex website to see precisely what we are forecasting for these particular cryptocurrencies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So you guys can see that Bitcoin is down 1.47%. Last trade was at $3,878.10. And we've drawn this area of resistance line yesterday. And you can see that the market wasn't able to close above it. The volume is not there from what it was on yesterday. See, we had higher volume yesterday to push the market into this new price area. And then the next day, we didn't have any follow through for Bitcoin. The market closed lower, and then there's no volume. And it tells us that there's not interest in higher prices, because if so, then the volume would have still been at least about the same as what it was yesterday. And it tells us that there's not interest in Bitcoin right now. So we're at least expecting Bitcoin to trade sideways. And since it's not having any interest in higher prices, it might even go a little lower on tomorrow. So you guys just want to be careful of that fact as well. But it looked like it might be trading sideways and get out of this area of resistance line that we've drawn. And then on tomorrow, we should be able to have either another precursors of weakness or precursors of strength in for Bitcoin, because the market came right back up to the high or close to the high from what it was yesterday, and it still wasn't able to sustain the prices at that level. So there's no interest in higher prices for Bitcoin. So we're expecting it to move sideways to possibly lower on tomorrow, unless the buyers come out and trade on tomorrow. Okay. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out Ethereum. Ethereum is down 2.10%. Last trade 2.16%. Last trade was at $288.61. So we have an area of resistance right here around $300 for Ethereum. The market is not breaking through this $300, and it's going to take a push to go up bar to break through this $300 area for Ethereum. So that is the type of bar that we need to see for Ethereum. Okay. So the market is pretty much the same like Bitcoin. The market had a push to go up day yesterday, but we knew we had stockpile on that same bar. So the market closed lower than it closed from yesterday. And still the volume is not there. That's the volume that we've seen today for Ethereum is lighter than the last 5 or 6, 7 trading days. So either there's no interest to higher prices, or the sellers are not in the market at that price level, and the market will shoot higher on tomorrow. But we're still forecasting Ethereum to at least break through that $300 area and come up and touch $320. That's what we're forecasting for Ethereum. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is down 1.43%. Last trade was at $445.39. We had a weakness day today for Bitcoin Cash. The market wasn't able to break through the area of resistance that we've drawn, and the market closed lower than yesterday. So it looked like Bitcoin Cash is going to be trading a little lower on tomorrow. Okay. If not, then expect it to come up and at least come up to $480 on tomorrow. But the market tried to make higher prices today, but it wasn't successful. So that is also a precursor of weakness, but pay attention to the volume, because the volume is also not there for higher prices for Bitcoin Cash. So we're expecting them to move sideways to lower as well, unless buyers are in the market. So now we're going to go ahead and check out Ripple. So Ripple was one of the rare cryptocurrencies today that actually had a pretty good day. They are up 1.29%. The last trade was at 18,748. Looking at the daily chart, we told you guys on the video yesterday that we're looking for Ripple to trade sideways, and it was between 17 cents and 20 cents. And you can see there was a lot of trading action going on today for Ripple. The market came down, shot up, and it closed towards the middle of the bar. So that tells us that the buyers and sellers were doing a lot of business, and we're still expecting Ripple to trade sideways, especially for the fact that we've had stockpile come in on today's bar as well. So we're still looking for it to trade between 17 and 20 cents for Ripple. So now let's go ahead and check out Litecoin. Litecoin is down 0.25%. Last trade was at $52.22. So you guys can see pretty much just like Bitcoin Cash's bar, the market shot up, but it wasn't able to sustain the prices, and the volume is lighter than what it was yesterday. So the interest is not currently there for these cryptos in higher prices. That can change on tomorrow, but today the interest was not there, and it is a precursor of weakness, and you would expect the market to trade sideways to lower for these cryptos. So that's what we're expecting for Litecoin, is for it to continue to trade sideways to possibly a little lower, but we're still, the market almost came and hit that area resistance that we've drawn on yesterday for Litecoin around $56, and the market might not get that high again because it tried on today and it got as high as $54.50. So depending on if we get a major down move tomorrow for Litecoin, it might be a while before we hit that $56 area or close to it again. So we're looking for Litecoin to trade sideways to possibly lower on tomorrow. So next we're going to go ahead and check out Dash. Dash is down 2.86%. Last trade was at $340.56. So again, the market tried to shoot up for Dash just like the other cryptos today, and it wasn't able to sustain higher prices, and it was able to close lower than the high of yesterday's bar. So there's just no interest in these cryptos right now. The market looked like it's going to trade sideways to lower for Dash as well, and if it goes lower, then we're looking for it to at least come down and hit that 320 or somewhere around that price, $320. Okay, so the market is getting weaker for Dash, and we're looking for it to move a little lower. So now we're going to go ahead and check out Neo. Neo is up 0.58%. Last trade was at $26.51, and you guys can see how the market has a very small spread compared to the spread of yesterday. But look at that volume. The volume is almost the same. So why would the spread be a lot smaller? Because the market was getting hit with selling on today. And will the buyers be able to maintain that? We will have to wait and see. But since the market is giving us a lot of selling occurring today for Neo, then it is expected that the market will move sideways to lower, because that volume is standing out to me on that very small spread for Neo. And over the last couple of days, trading days, Neo hasn't had that much volume on the small spread. So we're looking for Neo to trade sideways to lower as well. So now we're going to go ahead and check out Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic up 4.09%. Last trade was at $11.48, and they did come up to that $12 area that we mentioned to you guys on yesterday, but it got hit with stockpile today, and the market closed lower than the high of today's bar. So we're still expecting Ethereum Classic to trade between $12 and $10 range, especially as the market got up here to the $12 area. It got hit with all this selling, and stockpile came in the market, and you have that volume that also is an indication that a lot of sellers came into the market to push Classic back down. So we're expecting it to trade sideways. So next we're going to go ahead and check out Monero. So you guys can see that Monero is down 0.89%. Last trade was at $93.29. Market is still weak for Monero. It kind of looked like a trial run bar, so you guys want to be careful for Monero. Volume is also light, so we just wanted to try and see if there were sellers in the market for Monero. So the market for Monero may actually trade sideways to maybe a little lower, depending on there's no interest in higher prices. See, that seems like that was the theme today for these cryptos, is no interest in higher prices. And it's all been reflected today on the volume and how the market didn't close higher than that positive day that we had on yesterday. So the market for these cryptos may actually trade sideways on tomorrow to maybe a little lower. And then after tomorrow, we might have a push up day for some of these cryptos. That's what we're expecting, and that's what we're looking for in the short term for these cryptos, okay? But we're looking for Monero to trade sideways to also maybe a little lower. So that's all we got for today here at HueFin News. Give you guys the news according to the charts to show you guys that you can actually predict these markets without using indicators or moving averages, any of those type of things. You don't need that in order to make money consistently within this market. And we've been showing you guys that and how accurate our predictions are within the last couple of videos we placed on YouTube. So with all that being said, guys, go ahead and continue to subscribe, like, and share these videos, and go back constantly and check out our just some of the basics video that we place here on this channel to give you guys the understanding of what it means when you see a trial run push to go up, stockpile push to go down. Those type of bars are very key in understanding this particular language. So always go back to those videos to get that terminology and understanding. And then on top of that, we give you guys those timestamps in the description just to save you guys some time, because we do know life is busy and we want to cut that time out for you guys when you come into the market and try to analyze where do you think the market is going to go. So that's our purpose here at HueFin News, is to do that for you. And that's all we got for today. You guys got any questions or comments, go ahead and also leave it in the comment section of the video, and we'll respond to you guys as soon as possible. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later.